Once upon a time in a convenience store, a woman asked, "Which zero-calorie drink will I like more?" The cashier said, "I have a thought. Coke Zero Sugar always hits the spot." The taste made her heart fill with laughter, and with her Coke Zero Sugar, she lived happily ever after. Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, unbelievably delicious.
No trip to the store is complete without the unbelievably delicious zero-calorie taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Pick some up at 7-Eleven today.
Your Friday sports betting podcast from me, Grandmaster Handicapper Joe Duffy. Got a free Major League Baseball pick and incredible NBA betting information. You know, I'm on one of those runs that those people who are not on the inside looking out, rather the outside looking in, are going to say, "You're full of crap, Joe Duffy. There's no way you're on a 54-16 basketball run." And this is, a conundrum, I guess, that I kind of run into quite often on Joe Duffy's picks because my winning is unprecedented, and sometimes those runs are so ridiculous they almost sound completely made up. But the bottom line is I win more than anyone else because I work harder than anyone else. Joe Duffy's picks, of course, these runs are 100% legit. 54-16 basketball run. Promises made, promises delivered. I've got 2 NBA sides up for tonight. I've also got Major League Baseball. And it's all at Joe Duffy's Picks at offshoreinsiders.com as we are on a staggering 9-2 overall run at offshoreinsiders.com. Now let's take a look at some news and notes for the portfolio. For today, road teams trying to close out in either game 6 or game 7. Unless they're a large underdog, are 44-18. That would benefit Toronto. However, playoff home favorites, despite an inferior record, are 220 and 154. And cold favorites, and the cold favorites would be defined over the last 20 games. So that would, of course, include not just the playoffs, but the regular season. But cold favorites are actually very good in the NBA playoffs at 230 and 170. That would benefit Washington. Cavaliers and the Pacers, that closeout would benefit the Cavaliers, but fade teams off a close win that they essentially won at the foul line, including the regular season, 399 and 290. Indiana, though, does have to mentally rebound from the very tough loss. Cold favorites, again, that what we talked about, that benefits Indiana, 230 and 170. All 5 games have gone under, as we did expect. Cleveland has turned it up a notch or two in the postseason with their defensive intensity, and as a result, every single game has gone under the total in this series. For the most part, when it's been an under series, it does stay form. Oklahoma City and Utah playoff teams off a same series win in which they overcame at least a 20-point deficit, or 7-3. That would benefit Oklahoma City. Or, maybe the more accurate way to look at it is teams, how do they do blowing a loss? Including regular season, doesn't just have to be the playoffs. All teams after blowing a 25-point or more lead and losing the game are 15 and 21. Now let's get to some spread betting trends. All records are ATS. Toronto and Washington. Raptors have dropped 7 of 8 road games. They're 1-7 with 1 day rest. Washington, though, is 8-17 on Fridays. The home team has covered 5 straight in the series, and the favorite is 5-1. Some over-under trends. Washington is going over 22-8, following a spread loss. Cleveland and Indiana. The Cavaliers are 6-14 their last 20 road games against teams with a winning home record. They're 1-5 in the Eastern Conference. Indiana's covered 7 straight following a straight-up loss. They're 10-2 versus teams with a winning straight-up record. 8-3 versus teams with a winning percentage of above 600. Indiana 9-4 at home in the series, 5-1 overall in the series, though the road team is covered 4 of 5. Some over-under trends. Cleveland has gone under 6 straight overall. Indiana has gone under 8-1 against teams with a winning record. Oklahoma City and Utah. The Thunder 7-20 to the Northwest. Utah 11-5, playing on 1 day's rest. The home team has covered 4 of 5 in the series. Some over-under trends. The series is going under 8-2 in Utah. The series is going under 15-6 overall. Oklahoma City's going under 13-6 against teams with a winning record. Utah has gone under 21-10 to the Northwest Division. All these trends are sponsored by MyBookie.ag. You want the biggest bonus allowed. You want to get paid on time every single damn time. You want to get paid within 24 hours of making your withdrawal request. Make that 48 hours. I keep saying 24 simply because it is usually within 24, but they do promise you you'll get paid within 48 hours. And I assure you from personal experience, you'll get paid on time every single time. My customers tell me the same thing. And of course, if you're a client of Joe Duffy's Picks, you're going to get paid a lot more often than you're going to have to make a redeposit. But when we do go in a mini slump or whatnot, yeah, I don't win 52 weeks a year. Don't win even 12 months a year. So occasionally we got to make redeposits. You got big bonuses on the redeposits. Everything you've ever wanted from a sportsbook, MyBookie.ag. Use the promo code Duffy. Free winning pick. Fade teams on the run line off a blowout loss, plus 115.33 units. The winning free pick is to go with the LA Dodgers, minus 1.5, plus the 120 against San Fran and Holland. Once again, the Los Angeles Dodgers. Make sure you follow us on social media at Offshore Insider, perhaps the most important one on Twitter. Of course, you better subscribe to us. If you're not already subscribed to us on YouTube, make sure you do that now at Offshore Insiders on YouTube. We're also on Periscope. You name it, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Hello?
Hi, I'm calling on behalf of the Mice Nest.
Mice nest?
Yes, Mice Nest. It's a nest of mice. They finished chewing through your RV wiring, so the fire should start soon.
Can we cancel that?
Oh, sorry. Once scheduled, they can't really stop because they're mice. A nest of them.
RV owners can't schedule when things go wrong on the road. That's why there's Progressive, a leader in RV insurance.
Oh, and if you could stay on the line for a quick survey.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.